Today I'll be talking about the new M1 Mac Rumours. So, let's get into it. So as we all know, Apple recently on November 10th announced the M1 chip. It's in the MacBook Air, MacBook Pro 13-inch, only 2 Thunderbolt ports, and the new Mac Mini, which also only has 2 Thunderbolt ports instead of 4. Right now, they have been performing really well. Like the MacBook Air outperforming the 16-inch MacBook Pro in Geekbench and all those benchmarks. Like, oh my god, it is insane how a MacBook Air is beating out a MacBook Pro, the 16-inch one as well. With that kept in mind, there has been rumours of the 14-inch MacBook Pro and the updated 16-inch MacBook Pro for the ARM architecture. Now, as we all know, the 14-inch MacBook Pro was rumoured during the summer. It was rumoured to be coming out this year, and it never happened, not surprisingly. But now, Kuo is saying that by the end of next year, third quarter of next year, that we will have a new 14-inch MacBook Pro and a new 16-inch MacBook Pro, both with redesigns and both with the ARM chip, whether it's the M1X or the M2 or whatever. We don't know at this point what they're going to call the more powerful ones in those machines. Now, he also said that they're going to continue making Intel versions of both these Macs alongside the ARM versions. Now, I don't know how I feel about that. Yes, they said they'd support them for a few years, but they're going to be making new ones. Does that mean these Intel Macs are going to get like 6, 7, 8 years support? Or are they only get like 3, 4 years support? Because buying them brand new next year an Intel Mac would be kind of crazy, to be honest. Especially since by then, most programs and stuff will be optimized for the M1 chip anyways. So I don't know what's going to happen there, if that is even true. It just seems like a lot, especially for Apple to basically go F you in a couple of years after they then announce those new Intel computers and just get rid of them with updates. It's a really weird time to be in the Mac market right now. And confusing and kind of scary for someone that doesn't want to spend the money on his Intel Mac but really needs a new computer, and the current M1 Macs don't really give them what they need in terms of ports mainly. The power is fine, but ports, and probably for the more powerful machines, power as well. Now, some other rumours come along with that redesign is a mini LED display. Now, mini LED is better than OLED in the sense that it gets the colours and contrast and those deep blacks of an OLED, along with the reliability and longevity of an LED panel. Apple has been apparently developing this for the past couple of years. It's been in the rumour mill for the past couple of years. We were supposed to see the iPad Pro with mini LED and 5G now, in the second half of 2020 now, but we didn't. We saw an iPad 8 and an iPad Air. That was it. Now, the next Mac that's supposed to be getting an update is the iMac. The only size I've been hearing recently is the 24-inch, which is supposed to be replacing the 21.5-inch. Now, it's not the first time that Apple has made a 24-inch iMac. They made it way back when, I think it's like 06, when they first started doing the aluminium design. So they've made 24-inch iMacs before, but I'm wondering where that big one is. The current 27-inch one, are they going to make a 32-inch? Because remember those rumours from the summer? They were rumouring a 32-inch iMac. Are they going to make that 32 inches, or are they going to keep it at 27? That's what I'm wondering. Because we all know it's going to get the redesign. That's definite, that's set in stone. It's had the same design since 2012. And if you really want to go stretch it far back to 2009, like that's over 10 years it's had the same design language. So it's definitely going to get a redesign. We just don't know when. I just wonder, is that 27-inch one going to get widened to 32 inches? Because I would definitely buy that. Oh my god. That would be such a dream. An iPad on a stick. Dream. So now, that iMac is rumoured to be getting an M2 chip, which is different from the M1 chip in the current Macs and the M1X that's going to go in the new 13-inch Pros and the 16-inch Pro. So apparently they're keeping an M2 chip for the desktops, but I don't know whether it kind of makes sense, but also doesn't. Because I'm sure the M1X will have efficiency stuff for the laptops, but if you put it in the desktop, you don't have to worry about battery life. So you don't have to worry about efficiency, so you can unlock the proper true power of it. So we'll see if they keep M2 for desktop and M1 and MX for laptops. The Mac Pro. The Mac Pro has got one rumor that I've heard of, which is it's getting a lot smaller. Now, it getting a lot smaller sounds like it's not going to be as upgradable as the current 2019 Mac Pro, and I don't know if that's a problem or not. It really depends. Like these ARM chips, the lowest end ARM chip is really powerful. I wouldn't be too sketchy of how powerful it is. I'm sure it would be really powerful and also keep the power for years and years. But I don't know if they should get rid of the upgradability of that for the Pros. That's going to be very controversial. We'll see how that goes. But those ones, the 4-port 13-inch MacBook Pros, the 16-inch MacBook Pro, the iMac and the Mac Pro, mainly the iMac and the two MacBooks, are the two ones that I am really looking forward to. I am really excited for them. Can't wait to see how powerful they can be. Like, oh my god. Probably going to be a price hike with these redesigns, because there always is. But the one last thing to worry about these Macs is Face ID. Will they get Face ID? Because imagine right now, currently, the instant wake on the MacBook Air and the Pro and the Mini. Oh my god, it's fast. The computer's awake before you even finish opening the lid. You're halfway opening the lid and boom, on, open. Like, Jesus. So imagine that instant on plus Face ID. Oh my god, just boop, open, or lid open. Like it'd be in the computer before you even start typing. There'd be no point in a password anymore. The one thing I wonder about that is, what will they do with the fingerprint on the MacBooks? Will they keep the fingerprint on the MacBooks alongside Face ID? Because especially in this current climate of that thingy that's going on right now, and masks and everything, I wonder will they keep the fingerprint on the MacBook, or will they get rid of it and put Face ID on it? Or will they just keep Face ID with Touch ID on the MacBook? I don't know. Honestly, it'd be good to have both because of the current climate we're in, but then again, we don't know what it'll be like this time next year. So that's everything I have for this video. So don't forget to check out my social media. I'll have it linked below. And go check out the podcast I do with my friend Connor down below. The links for all the platforms it's on right down below. Go and click it. Go and listen. Go and have a good time. They're on loads of platforms. 2 of the platforms that we have down there, that's not all of them, we have loads. 2 of them are Spotify and iTunes/Apple Podcasts. Go check that podcast out, like the video, share the video, and comment down below what you think of these rumors. I honestly think these AirPod rumors are a bit confusing. That the iPad 9th gen, we don't really need one. All the Mac rumors and iPad Pro rumors make sense. But let me know what you think down below. Thank you for watching. Ciao tutti!